Tired of making frugal tips that seem to make no difference to your savings? It's frustrating when you put in effort but you don't see the results you need. Today we are cutting through the noise and spotlighting the so-called frugal habits that actually won't help your wallet or your well-being. Stay tuned to find out which tips are a waste of time and what you should focus on instead to see real impactful savings. Tip number 1. This might be a bit controversial, but here we go. Skipping your morning coffee. We've all had it. Stop buying your morning coffee and you'll save a fortune. Will you? But for many of us, that daily coffee is a small joy and a way to start the day right. Cutting it out might seem like you're saving a few dollars, but it won't make a huge dent in your budget and it might impact your happiness. Number 2, making your own laundry detergent. While it sounds thrifty, making your own laundry detergent can be time-consuming and may not clean your clothes as effectively. Store-bought detergents are often on sale and do a better job. Making this DIY tip is more hassle than it is worth. Tip number 3, buying cheap products instead of quality. Opting for the cheapest version of everything can lead to more expenses in the long run. Cheap items often break or wear out quickly, meaning you'll end up spending more money to replace them. Invest in quality for things you used regularly. Have you heard the saying, cheap is expensive? That is exactly what happens when you buy cheap stuff. You end up buying it over and over again. Number 4, turning off lights. Now, I never understood it when I was growing up. All I ever heard from my parents was turn off the lights, turn off the lights, turn off the lights. And now I'm doing the same thing with my kids. Turn off the lights. Turning off the lights when you leave a room can save some energy, but the actual savings are minimal. Focus on bigger energy habits like upgrading to energy efficient appliances or improving home insulation. Number 5, extreme couponing. While couponing can save money, extreme couponing often leads to buying things you don't need or won't use. Plus, the time and effort spent searching for and organizing coupons could be better spent elsewhere. Tip number 6, stockpiling items. Buying in bulk during the sales can seem like a good idea. But if you end up with items you don't use, it's just wasted money and space. Be strategic about stockpiling and only buy what you know you'll use. Number 7, cutting out on all entertainment and fun. Completely cutting out entertainment to save money can lead to burnout and unhappiness. Instead, find low-cost or free ways to enjoy your downtime, like hiking, reading, or having a games night with friends. Number 8, DIY everything. While some DIY projects can save money, others can be costly and time-consuming with less than ideal results. Know your limits and choose DIY projects that are genuinely worth your effort. Tip number 9, skipping meals. Skipping meals to save money is not only unhealthy, but also unsustainable. It can lead to overeating later and impact your overall well-being. Focus on cooking nutritious and affordable meals. Number 10, refurbishing old furniture. It can be a fun project, however, it's not always cost-effective. Supplies can add up by the time you get the tools, the paints, the time that you're going to spend, and the result might not be worth the effort compared to buying new or second-hand furniture. Number 11, reusing everything. I had to chuckle at this one because I am that person who, when you finish with a tub of butter or ice cream, I will find another purpose for it, to store leftovers. So I just have an array of mismatching containers in my house. Who has something similar to that? Leave it in the comments. Reusing items like jars and containers can save money, but reusing everything can lead to clutter and disorganization. Keep what's useful and recycle the rest to maintain a tidy living space. Number 12, growing your own vegetables. While gardening is a rewarding hobby, it's not always a huge money saver. The cost of supplies and investment can outweigh the savings. Consider it more for enjoyment and fresh produce than frugality. Number 14, using public Wi-Fi exclusively. Relying solely on public Wi-Fi to save on internet costs can be unreliable and insecure. Having a stable and secure home internet connection is worth the investment, especially if you work or study from home. Number 15, eating only instant noodles. Living off instant noodles to save money sacrifices nutrition and overall health. Instead, find a balance with affordable, nutritious foods that keep you healthy and energized. Number 16, making everything from scratch. While cooking from scratch can save money, making everything yourself like bread, pasta, and condiments can be overwhelming and unpractical. Pick a few items to make from scratch and buy the rest. Number 17, using an outdated phone. Keeping an old phone to avoid the cost of a new one can lead to frustration and inefficiency. Look for a budget-friendly, newer model that offer better performance and features. Now, I'm not the one who upgrades their phone every time there's a new release. At the moment, I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max and I have decided I am going to use this thing until the wheels fall off. In this instance, we're talking about a phone that you cannot even upgrade software. It's got glitches. It's not worth that hassle. Get a phone that's just up to date. It doesn't need to be the latest one. Number 18, walking everywhere. Walking to save on transportation costs is great, but it's not always practical and time efficient. Use a mixture of walking, biking, and public transport to balance savings and convenience. Number 19, skipping vacation. Completely avoiding vacations to save money can lead to burnout. Instead, look for budget-friendly travel options or getaways that give you a break without breaking the bank. Number 20, buying cheap shoes. This is my pet peeve. I can wear cheap clothes, but I cannot stand cheap shoes. They are uncomfortable. My toes are sore or my toes start bleeding. I change the way I'm walking. Cheap shoes often lead to discomfort and don't last long. Invest in a few quality pairs that provide comfort and durability, saving you money and foot pain in the long run. Number 21, doing your own repairs. Attempting home or car repairs yourself can lead to costly mistakes. Know when to call a professional to avoid bigger expenses down the line. Number 22, avoiding social events. Skipping social events to save money can impact your mental health and relationships. Look for affordable ways to socialize, like potlucks or free community events. Number 23, using low-cost supplies. Cheap cleaning supplies often don't work well, meaning you use more product and spend more money. Invest in a few cleaning products that do a good job of getting rid of the dirt and grime around your house. Not using your car's air conditioning. Avoiding air conditioning in your car to save on fuel can be uncomfortable and distracting. Use it wisely for comfort and safety, especially in extreme temperatures. Number 25, canceling insurance. Cutting out insurance to save money can be risky and can lead to massive expenses if something goes wrong. Look for ways to lower your premiums without sacrificing essential coverage. Number 26, avoid giving gifts. Skipping gifts altogether to save money can strain relationships. Instead, look for thoughtful, low-cost gift ideas that show you care without breaking the bank. Number 27, extending product life too far. Using items like clothing, appliances, technology far beyond their useful life can lead to inefficiency and frustration. Replace items when necessary to maintain quality of life and productivity. Frugal living is all about finding balance. There is no point doing things that you call frugal if the results are poor, inefficient, it's time consuming, it's impacting on your health and relationships. Only use frugal tips which make a big impact. If you want more tips on frugal living, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.